us, blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics are walking around and they do not realize that they have a nation. But you do. Sometimes we can take that gift for granted, Con. We can take that thing for granted. But we have a nation. What does that mean? That means we have a culture, which y'all are enjoying. We got music. But most of all, what? We have a God. Con? Now, with that comes responsibility. It comes your discipline or your religion. That's what religion is. It's your discipline. And what does the God that we serve require? We know that he has laws. We know that he has a son that's our savior. We know that he has prophets that's deep. And all of that is deep and spiritual. But there's something that I want the nation to focus on with the little time that I have today. That is brotherhood. Brotherhood, which follows with sisterhood, is the same thing. Brotherhood is the final chamber. See, we can get deep with all the prophecy. We can understand all the breakdowns. But if we can't solve the puzzle of brotherhood, then we've accomplished nothing as a nation. Y'all with me so far? Y'all tracking me? All right. I promise I ain't going to be long-winded. Listen to me. In Psalms 133, the Lord said that the unity of brethren, there is nothing better than that. Y'all know that scripture? And in the New Testament, Paul told us in Romans 12, he said that we have to honor each other in brotherly love. What? Preferring one another. That's something we ain't figured out yet. It has to become against our religion to disrespect one of our own people. Y'all hear me? It has to become against our culture to be violent towards one of our own. We got to always see the humanity in one of our brothers and sisters like the other nations see in theirs. They got no quarter when it comes to you. They cruel, they impatient when it comes to you. And when we're looking for love, some of our own brothers have become like the nations to try to separate themselves from the hurt that come with what we come from. But you can't escape that thing. You got to heal it. You got to accept it, embrace it, and what the Lord say? You got to show brotherly love with affection towards one another. All right? Sometimes we can't do that. Sometimes we look at our own as the enemy also. So you got the enemies all around you, and then you got your own brother looking at you the same way. We can't have that, Con. It has to become against our God to be disrespectful to one another. We got to look at another brother that look like us, another sister that look like us, and say it's a part of my religion to love and honor you. Okay? For me to serve my God properly, I got to love you. We got to do it like that, Israel. We got to watch how we talk about each other. The things that we say, these words carry meaning. And we got to be mighty to build each other up. What is our culture and our music that they giving to us in these last days, man? It ain't building us up. So we got to be able to do that for each other, because y'all are the ones that are aware that what? You got a nation. Say that. Say nation. You have a nation. All right? You're not carrying a flag that come with your slavery. You're not carrying a flag that come with you being the last. Your needs being the last. You walking with the banner of Zion. That means you are what? Deuteronomy 7:6. You above all what? Nations. So you got to live and walk in that truth, man. So an event like this is so powerful because, and this is what I tell the brothers in the camp all the time, when you get around your people in a circumstance like this, receive the love that you're getting. Don't be competitive. Don't be trying to shine. When brothers come and dap you, take that in and receive that graciously and let it build you up. Let it increase your battery, your spiritual battery, man. So all of this love that's being passed around, let it wash over you in the name of our Lord, Con. And what that's going to do, that's going to heal you. Okay? We become too callous because the world is hard and it's impatient with us and it's hard on us. We become too callous. So when we get an event like this and you can let your guard down, go ahead. All right? Let that love wash over you and let it heal your body, man. Let it heal your mind. All right, look at these children playing. I heard a brother earlier who was rhyming. He said this is like the kingdom. Look at the children happy and playing. Us as adults, we need some happiness too, man. And you know where you're going to find it? With your nation. That's where you're going to find it, all right? You're looking for love? Go to your people. You're looking for respect? Go to your people, because it should be readily given to you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? All right, I ain't trying to bore y'all to death. My name is Brother Joel. Brother Yahweh Awesome called me. I represent the Sons of Thunder Israelites. It is our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Because y'all needs and how y'all feel is at the top of my list, man. We ain't got no politician we can run to. Ain't no politician we can run to. We can't go to him because he got to put everybody's needs or he can't win. So we can't look to him for healing us. Ain't no preacher or pastor we can run to because they don't know the scriptures. They don't understand that they have a nation, right? They don't know. They don't even know that they the people of the book. So where are we going to go to get that nourishment that we need, that the scriptures say? All right? It says the Most High is in the heavens. He has done whatsoever he has pleased. And it pleased him in these last days that you should know who you are. Okay? So we're going to take that humbly and mercifully in the name of his son, who gave that sacrifice so we can stand here right now. We're going to be gracious and we're going to spread what? Love to one another. God? And what we're going to do, we're going to represent our what? Our nation. All right? That's why we're here today. So shalom to the Fringe Fest, my brother Monologue, man. Y'all receiving your love. The water. Shalom. Check. Always mic check first. Always mic check first. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Hey, there we go. There we go. All right. I got the camera in a different location right now. Hold on one second. Hold on one second, brothers and sisters. Hold on one second. One second. Y'all are used to it being, I think y'all are used to it looking like that. Yeah. All right. Shalom, Israel. Peace and safety to the elect in the four corners of the earth. I'm glad you're here with me for another Sabbath class. I'm glad the Most High saw it fit to let us endure and survive another week in Babylon to make it to this captivity and Salakia, to make it to this Sabbath. Okay. If I'm a little slow right now, it's been a long day. Okay. But the Lord give us a Sabbath for rest. So now I'm going to have a chance to recharge my battery, get myself together. And, tomorrow we're going to go out and do the work and make a joyful noise to the Most High. Khan, how's that sound? Can we do that, Israel? Hallelujah. Now, let's just do a couple of announcements. Please look at your screen. If you want to join the camp, that's the email, sotisraelites@gmail.com. Please stop emailing sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. Nobody's checking that email. Please stop emailing sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. Nobody's checking that email. I got to get that announcement out. Announcement number 2. We got the best spiritual content on the internet, hands down, no question. Let me say that again. We got the best spiritual content on the internet, hands down, no question. You want to do the standard? Coming right at you. You want to do Pillars of Rest?
It's an Israelite reality show. Nobody got that. Coming right at you. Plus all the extra content. You want both of those and access to Captain's Corner, where we doing high-level lessons that really are designed for our soldiers and our pillars, people who specifically study with us. You want to watch that too? That things like hold on one second. You want to watch that too? Things like the John 1 and 1 breakdown. That was on Captain's Corner for a while before we started teaching that. You got to get the elite. And then if you want to support SOT, help get us to a higher level. Let me tell you something. We always there for our nation. It costs a lot to be there for the nation. You want to help us do that? You want to help us do that? You get the executive. Let you get a good look at that. That's patreon.com/SOT Israelites. Hold on, let me send this text message. Somebody asking me something. Let me send this text message. All right, that's it for that. Now, let me talk to you about that elite. You get Captain's Corner. Of course, you get the feast days. Of course, you get the behind the scenes. Of course, you get the resources, but you get exclusive camps, our debates, tribal fitness too, and you get the Pillars of Rest content. Executive, of course, you get it as well, and we're going to send you some merch. The best spiritual content on the internet, hands down. We fresh off a new moon. We fresh off a new moon. 8th month. Had a packed house out here in Atlanta. My captains from Alabama came and kept the feast with us. Captain Maikiah Darak and Maya Ka'ala. It was a great feast, a great lesson. Brotherhood, family. We had some people from different camps in the house. Some of our sisters from another organization came through, brothers. If you need a place to feast, send us the email, sotfeastday@gmail.com. We look at the calendar. You got a November 19th, December 19th. Feast of Dedication, huge feast. Feast of Dedication, huge feast, December 13th. Tell your boss at your job, tell whoever you got to tell, you need these days off. You're coming to be with Sons of Thunder. That's that. That's that. If you missed it, keynote lesson. If you missed it, keynote lesson. Ye are gods. Call to action for us as Israelites, how we supposed to move and think in these last days. Go watch that. Ye are gods. All right? Focusing on prayer, community purpose, and establishing a code. Focusing on prayer, community purpose, and establishing a code. Sister Kana put this together after watching 3 things we can do to make a change right now. That's a Sabbath class. 3 things we could do to make a change right now. She put this together. This is how we moving as a body and as a family in Israel, not just SOT. Prayer, demonstrate adequate faith, community purpose. We have a collective vision, and we're going to establish a code, a baseline moral system concerning how we treat each other. 3 things you could do to make a change right now is a Sabbath class. If you missed it, you could watch. You got all day tomorrow to catch up on the Sabbath classes you have been missing. Okay? Now, let's get one last announcement out of the way. I want to show you this. On this day, June 20th, 2018, I posted something on Facebook. I want to read it to you because I want to remind you that we're not brand new. We've been had this mind state. We're not brand new. We've been had this mind state. So as I sit in my office and bring you Sabbath class, I want to bring you something from 2018. This is around the inception of SOT. The camp hadn't even been created yet. I want you to see the way that I was thinking. Some of you brothers go out and teach with a different goal in mind. You feel fulfilled and satisfied if there is good footage of you cutting a simple Jake or confounding a heathen. You go home and you text the cameraman, yo, Ak, did you get the part when I cut Jake on that doctrine? You laugh, you giggle, and you wait patiently for the video to be uploaded so you can get all the praise and admiration from people who care about that sort of thing. But if you move the goalpost back a little bit and added a defense and added a challenge and upgraded your idea of what a goal could be, a lot of y'all will go home with nothing to brag about. What if you based a successful camp on how many people you edified and turned to the truth? Fruit. You ever heard of that? Camp is a failure if we don't bring fruit back to the Yahweh. All them cuts, jokes, camp moments, they don't mean nothing. Did you bring another soldier to Yahweh? I want to be captain of the host because that's the true strong man. That is the one responsible for the army of God. 2018. And then in 2025, SOT made me, they ranked me up as the captain of this army. And my mind has not changed. I want the same thing. It's not about going to camp and let's cut Jake to piss. It's not about any of that. It's not about going to camp. Did you see where I confounded the heathen? Good job. That don't matter. Did you make anybody say, I'm about to change my life and become an Israelite? Brothers got on the Mitri. You know, this one's elaborate. It got little spikes on it from Passover. I just feel like putting it on. You know, I got the shirt. I got the fringes, right? You know, you know, I got the precepts. I got the graphics at the bottom. Oh, we got a Patreon. Is anybody becoming an Israelite because of what I'm doing? Or there's no reason to do this? Is anybody becoming an Israelite because of what I'm doing? Or there's no reason to do this? Tell you this, all right? There's no reason to do it. We have voluntarily become hypocrites. If you're doing this for vainglory, you are the Pharisee that Christians call you. Ain't that their favorite thing to call us? Y'all Pharisees. They don't know what they saying, but I know. And I'm telling you, if that's what you go to camp for, you want to be seen of men. I know some brothers that if they don't get enough camera time, they mad. I know brothers like that. I know brothers that when they teaching, if another brother tries to commend them and add on to the word, they get mad. This is my moment right now. Lock in. Forget what he talking about. Or they start huffing and puffing. Man, you got it, man. Just go ahead, bro. Because you trying to add to the wisdom. And I rebuke that spirit for many moons. Because we had that spirit in SOT. I would rebuke that spirit like, you don't want nobody to help you. When you teaching, brothers got to stand there and look at the east. They can't say nothing. It's my turn, bro. It's my turn. We got rid of that spirit. Now you see, we passed the ball. And brothers enjoy the lesson together. And we get complacent about that. People go in the chat. Let y'all all teach. Why he got to talk? Because they don't understand what we doing over here. Because you don't tell us what to teach over here. No. Go over there. Make your own camp. Get your own street corner. Do it how you want to do it. This is the way we do it over here. Right? But even in that, I got to still let brothers know, hey, don't step on toes. It's the right way to do that. Wait your time. Be patient. It's the right way to do that. Okay, that brother was struggling, but don't make him look bad. I understand you're trying to help him, but be courteous and lift him up. Don't make it look like you got the knowledge and he don't. It's a way to do it. And then it provoke Jake watching, I can do this too. Because the goal is how many people you bringing into the truth. I got to put, right now I'm warming up, y'all. I got to put my day away and I got to teach, right? People texting me, calling me. I still got today on me. Just give me a second. I'm going to get it off me. And then we're going to start flowing and you're going to hear my spirit going to change. All right, give me a second. But what I'm saying is, we are Pharisees if it's about you. If it's about, I got to be the dude, the top teacher, on Clubhouse. You think I'm not conscious that I talked for a long time? And that's not my room. Those that follow the Clubhouse ministry. You think I'm not conscious of that? Brothers be like, oh, y'all all's here. Yo, I'm going to suspend the build. Let him have the build. I'll be like, I don't want brothers to think that I'm puffed up and I'm here now. You ain't teaching it right. It's my turn. And I've been working on that. Just be brief, make your point, get out the way, and be complimentary to the other brothers because they sharing their platform with you. Be grateful. I tell myself that, right? Because I don't want to come off negative. I don't want to be a hypocrite. So you think I'm not mindful? I'll be talking for a long time. You know what I'm supposed to be able to say? I'm talking for a long time because I know what I'm talking about and I got the answer. So watch out. Let me handle this. Hold on. I'm a guest. I got my own house on Clubhouse where I can talk to the sun go down. But you know, we go do away games. We be in other people's houses, other people's rooms, spreading love. The brothers that receive that love. Some brothers don't spread no love. It's they camp. Everybody will shut up. I don't be over there. But with brothers that show love you, I let them on my stage. I give my moderator badge. What's up? Family, baby. You teach a little different, but at the end of the day, you love my people just like I love my people, and you teach in righteousness. Let's focus on what we agree on. That's my spirit, right? But I ask my captains. I'll say something like this. All right, brothers, we done enough. Let's make ourselves small. Let's make ourselves small. Ask my captain, Asha Allah, what that mean. Ask Captain Micaiah when I say, all right, brothers, let's make ourselves small now. What that mean? Ask Soldier Abdiallah what that mean. Ask Soldier Malachi what that mean. They be around me in situations because those brothers be doing missions with me. So they get to hear me say that. Ask them, what does that mean? What do you mean make yourself small? We don't want to appear like we trying to shine because it ain't about that. The Bible said, the more humble you are, the more I will exalt you. The greater you are, the more humble you be. And when the Lord is dealing with you, you shine. It's nothing you could do about that. You shine. There you go. Take low. I seen it in chat. Take low. Yeah, but you don't want to shine on people. So make yourself small. Sirach said, withdraw your foot and they will bid you all the more to come back. Just know when to fall back. Right? My guy, he understand what I'm talking about. Yo, Israel forgetting this. It's becoming a me thing, like a me. Look at what I can do. Look me. No. It's an Israel thing. So I got a word for y'all tonight about that. Now, y'all see the interview that I did with Pastor Tommy Murtry. I don't want to mispronounce his name because he was a gentleman. Tommy Murtry, I believe. If you didn't watch that, go and watch that. That was on Wednesday or Tuesday of this week. I'm getting messages. Why? And I assume he's watching tonight with his and some of his followers. You're going to learn something about what the Israelites actually believe, and them lies that people spread about us in churches. It'll become your responsibility to correct those lies. God is witness now. You can't feign ignorance. We had a good talk talking to his audience that may be watching. People going, why you didn't cut him? Why didn't you, when he said this, why didn't you come with the fury? And when he said that, why did you let that slide? And why? You know, it's a lot of why. And then I got brothers like my brother Conowar in California. He called me. My brother Roe called me. And other brothers, beautiful brothers, when I'm on the clubhouse, they mention it to me. Brother Jeremiah mentioned it and everything. Good brothers that I socialize with mention it and build me up and say, you know, nah, you represent good. You know, I see it on the Facebook and everything. Some people getting it, but Israel got a lot of this. I got to cut you. Hold on, why do you want that? Is it for you, or is your mind saying, what is the best way to carry myself, conduct, behave, and what is the best message to get out right now so that the nation benefits and the nation gets uplifted and Yahushua gets lifted up? If you thinking like that, you on the right track. But if you listen, what I say, 2018, what I say, if you gotta cut him. Your mind is in the wrong place. Is what you saying going to bring people to God? Or is it gonna be is it gonna satisfy you individually? Look at how I confounded them with the doctrine. Look how smart we are. And the heathen doesn't know the Bible, or is it, yo, you represented the nation well, you told the truth, and you gave people who don't understand us the proper perspective on our style of worship and the type of fathers, husbands, brothers we are. And God is witness if they tell another narrative, because you gave them the truth of our spirit and for the world to see. Think about that. Don't be a hypocrite. You're not proving nothing to Yahweh with your cut. He know the cut. He authored it. So by you humiliating the next person with your knowledge, that only serves you. Who do that serve? Is the Most High gonna go, yeah, man, you cut that heathen, man. Yeah. You're not impressing Yahweh. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with God, and your righteousness is filthy rags. Remember the God you're trying to approach. It's just something. It's just something for you to think about. It's just think about it. We got brothers in this truth that will embarrass you with a Bible. They nice. You're not beating them in a debate. I don't care how much college you got, seminary school. The Most High's hand is on these brothers. You're not going to see them with the scriptures. But the Bible asks us to be diplomatic. I had a teacher named Yaradan. And I want to show you a scripture that he sent me and told me to think about it. Okay. Yaradan is one of the best Bible debaters I ever seen because he was a computer. He knew all the scriptures. So we ain't talking about church history. We ain't talking about current events. We talking about book, chapter, and verse. You not going anywhere in that Bible that he's not familiar. You're not bringing up an account that he hasn't read, and you're not going to make a point that he can't refute if it need to be refuted with multiple scriptures. And he's doing it without searching. He's holding the Bible and telling you what it says without even turning to it. And then when you check, it's there. The brother is brilliant. But he told me at one of my low points in my life, I called him and I asked him for counsel, and it had to do with the truth. And he said, Micaiah will back me. I've told him this story 50 times. Yaquab heard this story. He said, if I could go back and delete all the videos of me on the internet, I would. And I said, why? I said, why would you do that? Y'all don't know who Yaradan is. This is the dude, but this is 2013, 2014. Okay? This is your favorite teacher's teacher. He nice. All right? This is one of Priest Sabach's protege guys. Okay? You got Priest Sabach, and then there's guys that watch him, and the Lord is dealing with them, but they emulate the elder, and they got good too. He's one of them guys. All right? Micaiah says that Yaradan is a mighty teacher. Micaiah, who gonna beat Yaradan in a Bible fight? Let me ask you that since you're watching close. Who's gonna beat Yaradan in a Bible fight, in your opinion, Micaiah? In a Bible fight. I want to see what the captain say to answer that question. He said it ain't even close. Nobody. Nil. Hey, you're gonna get cooked. Relax. Just listen. Don't talk. Okay? So this is what we're talking about. I got in a low point in the truth, and he told me while trying to build me up, he said, if I could go back and delete all of the videos of me teaching off the internet, I would. And I said, no. Because he's like, I don't want to hear that. I love the brother's teaching. But I'm going to listen, right? You know me, I'm going to listen. So I'm like, well, why would you say that? He said, because I was acting a fool out there. We Israelites, we supposed to be royal. I never heard nobody say that. I got great teachers. You know, I brag on Priest Sabach, the best. I got the best teachers. That conversation I had never encountered before. I had never heard an Israelite say that. We the Israelites, we supposed to be royal. I'm listening, right? He goes on, he goes, could you imagine me walking into the White House and I got to represent the nation and I'm talking how I talk in the street? He said, I know more than all them devils as far as knowledge. But could you imagine the cameras turn on and I talk how I spoke in the street? He said, that ain't the way, Ak. We supposed to be royal. He said, kings is supposed to bow, bend their knee, and listen to us. So you got to come across a certain way. I never heard nothing like that. And I wasn't ready for that message. At that time, I wasn't ready for that message either. I was still on my street teaching. I ain't playing with none of you. I'll fight out here. Don't disrespect me out here. And I got venom I got the word, but I got venom too. I'll cut you to piss. And I'm practicing to do that. That was my attitude. And it was like a slap across the face. Wow. Your favorite, one of your favorite teachers say that to you. That would humiliate me on the inside. Because I'm like, well, I'm trying to be how you was, that you say you don't want to be like that. I'm aspiring to be like that. He said, the scriptures say this. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Now look at this precept, y'all. This is his precept to make his point when he was making me think. He said, get your Bible. Of course, I did it. I follow orders. He wasn't even in the camp that was raising me up, but he's a senior man to me, so I'm going to listen. That's just a discipline that's built into me. So you don't got to, you see what I'm saying? Some people not teaching that. They teaching if they not with us, the hell with them. And they Israelites. Nobody else know the Bible but us. And we only respect brothers from our place. But other brothers, they ain't nothing. It's people teaching that tonight on the Sabbath. Go to their channel. They talking like that. I wasn't raised like that. Priest Sabak ain't put that spirit on me. Priest Tarai ain't put that spirit on me. All right. Sabal Ibalam did not put that spirit on me. So I'm able to listen. So they helped me in my development. They made me a listener and not a respecter of persons, but a respecter of seniority in this truth. Many brothers are wise, Yahweh all. We all come from the same school originally, but we scattered. It's still your brothers, even though they got a different logo. That was instilled in me in my early days, okay? So he told me, he said, go get your Bible. I went and got my Bible. He said, turn to Isaiah 13:1. Now look what it say. Verse 2, rather. Look what it says. I'm trying to share my screen, man. Holding me up, technology. Holding me up. Look what it says, y'all. Yaradan Bunyamian said to me, this is what an Israelite is. And I said, well, explain it to me. He said, well, just read it first. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. We're supposed to carry the truth as a banner on our back. Yahushua said, if you see me, you seen the Father. So he's carrying a standard on his back as the person that he is. He's representing the Most High in everything that he does. You and we're supposed to represent Israel in everything that we do. You understand me? Supposed to represent Israel. Lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain. Exalt voices unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles, the kings of this earth. We're supposed to be able to go into the gates of the nobles and shake the hand. We're supposed to be diplomats. I sat in silence. I sat in silence after he showed me this precept, because I did not approach the truth with this attitude. I approached the truth like, you devils wronged my people, and I'm going to humiliate you every Friday, every Saturday. You never going to get rid of me. I'm going to show you that you don't know the Bible, and my people is the greatest people. And any challenger come up, you're going to get roared on. And guess who got roared on? Me. Me. Why, Joel, why you get roared on? You know, I always teach from my lived experience. I'm with Priest Sabbath in DC. A lesbian woman comes up, she's scoffing the Bible, and yeah, now you got to deal with me. I'm gonna show you how you in the wrong lifestyle and you stupid, and I'm gonna cut you to pieces, lady. How dare you challenge us? We the men of the Lord. And Priest Sabbath is teaching, and I'm his reader. I love to be the reader. I feel like nobody read better than me. Joel, I can pronounce every name. I know exactly what scripture you want, I know what point you're trying to make. I know how to set you up to slam dunk. I want to read, right? So I'm reading. And I am screaming the Bible at this girl. My face twists up. I got video from that day. I can look at myself. And then there shall be no whore. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. Yo, Priest Sabbath went like this. Yo, take a break. Let me get another reader. Relax, that's not how you do it. That's not how you read. Step down. He didn't pat me on the back. You're giving your all, Yahweh, but I don't like that. Could you tone it down? No, I was messing up the teaching. Because guess what Priest Sabbath's mind was on? I'm going to take this sister and bring her to God. Guess what Yahweh mind was on? I'm going to cut you. I'm going to show you. Ooh, how dare you? We the men of the Lord. My teacher said, and I'll never forget, he like, what you doing? No, let me get another reader. That's not how you do that. You're reading wrong. Now, he know that he can talk to me like that because I'm obedient. Other brothers get emotional, quit your camp, make 10 videos about you. He know I'm not going to do that. He knows. I handed the Bible to the next brother. I think it was Shargabar. Shargabar started reading. And he read humbly. And Priest Sabbath made his point. And the sister, she started doing that. Okay. No, it does say that. It does. Well, what about this? Okay. Well, I need to think about this. And she walked away. Now, what I was doing was chasing her away. What the expert did was make her rethink her lifestyle. And who knows, that sister might have on a dress and a garment right now. Because it's a right way to do it. And I feel like Israel is forgetting, because a lot of y'all ain't had upbringing like that. A lot of y'all wasn't coached and taught and raised in the truth. Some of y'all was YouTube as your teacher, and then you just made your own camp, and everybody else don't know nothing in your opinion, or you've been one of them guys. It's hypocrites all around us. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't tell the truth of who taught me, and if I didn't tell you the truth of how I come to my temperament. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. How did Daniel act in front of Nebuchadnezzar? There's a way to carry yourself. There's a way to move as an Israelite, and we forgetting it. And we becoming self-centered, and we becoming prideful. Respectfully. You're teaching your body that other brothers are dumb, and you the only one with the knowledge, or your camp only got the knowledge. You're teaching your body that everybody else is wicked, and only your camp got the knowledge. He's a hypocrite, bro. You are a hypocrite, bro. And it's hypocrites all around us. And we know the heathens are hypocrites, but Israel, we got a lot of hypocrites. So when you go and watch me talk to the guy, Tommy, I'm not pretending that I'm acting the way that I was raised to behave when I have a chance to explain how great Israel is as a nation. We go amongst brothers of all different beliefs. We go amongst our brothers in the NOI. Oh, so I'm supposed to go amongst them and tell them how I disagree. And my breakdown is this, your breakdown is not right. What? Or am I supposed to go amongst brothers that are willing to show me love and show them love? And then we talk later. But right now, this is respect that I'm going to extend because I appreciate you and you my brother. We're not thinking anymore along them lines in modern Israelite culture. It's now, I'm going to cut you and I got to show you and I got the knowledge. I told you in 2018, I told you that's not the way. That's the wrong attitude. Are you bringing soldiers to God? Are you making people want to serve the Most High? Or are you showing people that you smart? Think about it. All right? That's how we're going to start the lesson tonight. I got a couple scriptures, a couple examples, and then we're going to get up off here. But think about it. Go back and watch the camp video that we just did. And you know brothers is all team Israel. And we're not giving the heathen no way out from the responsibility of the evil that they've done in this world. But it's a way to build. All right? It's a way to build. And I was taught the right way to build. The Lord put people in my life to influence me positively. I got to pass it on. So you've been told. It's a way to build. Now, so if you don't like the way I handled that conversation with the pastor and you thought you could do it better, do it, Ak. And then we'll see if the Most High get fruit or if you get pats on the back. Which one you want is up to you. All right, Ak? Now, these devils are crazy. I see we got to go right into it. The hypocrisy of the white American is at an all-time high right now because nobody's studying and because our people have not made it their preoccupation to educate our generations. We can make money off black people. We can have sex with all the women. We could shoot all the young men, kill all the young men, rob all the young men, that's take their chains and brag about it on social media. We can have a shootout every week because we the toughest, hardest, most gangster. But there's nobody teaching our generations who we are. The white man has never stopped focusing on history and is now attempting to rewrite it. The amount of people that can stand against his lies is getting small. You got people that's tired of doing it. Al Sharpton just came out. He's an informant. I said, damn, Al, what you doing? Oh, no, baby. You an informant for the government, Al? How many black people you done brought down? What are you doing, Al? Al Sharpton came out. He's a government informant. Fat Al was the informant, not Skinny Al. Skinny Al, finito. He washed. Fat Al Sharpton was an informant. Like, that's heavy. Okay? But he was one of the people that used to stand up and you would look at him and he would represent. You had Jesse Jackson. Jesse got old. Jesse finito. He want to rest now. Jesse in a wheelchair. He's old. Bill Cosby in jail. Is Bill Cosby free yet? Damn. How long he been locked? They gonna let him die in there? Is he still locked up? Is he on home arrest? Your black leaders who made it their preoccupation to constantly fight for you is this now. Very few. Who are they? Name them. We be asking youth at camp all the time when we get to talk to young people. Who's your black leader? Who's the black revolutionary that you know? They be like, who? I don't know. That's a failure. That's a destruction of a civilization. I was reading from that book, The Destruction of the Black Civilization, at the last new moon, right? And talking about some of the aspects of the destruction of the black civilization. And one of them is a lack of reverence for history. So now you got the white man rewriting the narrative, and then you got black people who are completely defeated helping him rewrite history. They rewrite it with him. Go watch the last camp video that just played. When you get a chance, we talk about it. It's a wrap. So the Israelites got a really important role in the ecosystem of our people's history right now. We could use the power we have of knowledge of the Bible to do some wonderful things to counteract what the beast is doing. Let me show you something. Buckle up.
The actual number of blacks who are committing murder is more than whites.
Right.
And whites are significantly greater
60% compared to 13%
percentage of the population. Yeah.
So if you take that, then you took a law like Deuteronomy 21, which is a just law that God enacted through Moses. The law was that if you had a rebellious son, you have a child they're coming up into their manhood and they're rebellious, they don't listen. He lists some characteristics and even though they're disciplined, they will not turn. He says the fathers to bring them out into the town square. This is a rebellious son, and then they stone him to death. They kill him.
And an armed robber would certainly be one of those.
Oh, absolutely. Armed robber, all the ghetto
violent
culture.
crimes.
Basically, take ghetto culture, it would describe this to a T. If you did that over 3 generations, how much violent crime would you have in the 3rd and 4th generation? Much, much less.
Excuse me? You got 2 white people who don't know the Bible or socio-political statistics discussing how to fix black people. Since when we doing this? You know why that's happening? Because black people haven't made it their preoccupation to have consistent discussion on how to fix black people. So this devil just said the way to fix black people is to kill their youth, to kill their children. 3 generations of that, and y'all will be all right. That's a very wild take. Okay? That is a wild take. All right? Ghetto culture is block parties, cookouts, sitting on the stoop, neighbors watching your kids, ices, ice cream truck, hopscotch, double dutch, riding bikes, family reunions, you and your cousin sleeping head to foot in the bed. See, they don't know what ghetto culture is. That's not their lived experience. To them, ghetto culture is the 10 blocks where niggas shoot each other in Chicago. To them, ghetto culture is any negative thing you can find that a black person did. See what I'm saying? And then you got a bunch of white people watching that going, he makes a lot of sense. because they're not coming from their lived experience because they don't live with us. Now, with a pastor saying something as diabolical as that, Roe got a good point. Slap boxing, that's why we tough and we don't shoot and kill you because we slap box, which means we'll take it to the real hands and we iron out our differences and then we shake hands after. Because that's how I grew up. We wasn't shooting and killing each other. We would fight to be friends. If we fight, we probably ended up being best friends. Going over to grandma's house, bringing a Nintendo, and she telling you, get that off my TV. You're going to ruin my TV. You know, he don't know. Right, Ash. Ghetto culture is, yo, ask your mother if I can spend a night. Please, yo, please, please. Good memories. He said ghetto culture is the 10 blocks in Chicago where the government left them guns in the alleyways, grenade launchers and rocket launchers to kill each other as an experiment. That's ghetto culture. He's a devil. He's not somebody who deserves to have spiritual influence over my people. He should be rejected by my people. But guess what? My people is going to agree with him in these last days because ain't nobody teaching them nothing, man. Black people so defeated, they taking those racist white nationalist talking points and they saying it. And then white American television is giving them a platform. Say that. I'll put you on CNN. I'll put you on Pierce Morgan. I'll put you on Bill O'Reilly. Say that. Do it. I'll put you on MSNBC. I'll put you on Fox twice a day. Say that. Go ahead. Right? The Israelites got an important role in this ecosystem. Don't be a hypocrite. Be the blessing to our people in these last days that God anointed you to be. Just modify your approach and think about why you're doing this. That devil's a hypocrite. But to explain to him that he's a hypocrite, you have to suppress anything he can criticize. So you got to lift up the banner, shake the hand, and go into the gates of the nobles. You can't be smoking your blunt, whoring out your women, sleeping all day playing Madden and do that. You can't be one of the niggas that say, oh, you talk like a white boy. You talk white. And then think you're going to be the one to argue against our enemies that malign us. And you get up there and you sound ridiculous and unprepared. And you're not eloquent. You can't have both. You got to be able to disseminate the information that God got at your fingertips, but you got to do it like you royal. Don't be a hypocrite. Make them into hypocrites. Look at this. Did I add it to the stage? Oh, sorry. Look at this. I want to get a certain scripture. Oops. You know what I want. I was close. 21:16. Look at this. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. If you're going to go to Exodus to try to get the scripture of the son of the Israelitish woman to justify why you could commit a genocide against the youth of my people, the same Bible says all of your fathers should have been destroyed. because they stole men and sold them. You can't teach your lesson without teaching that lesson. Am I right, Pastor? And that's how you win, because what he's going to do is start tap dancing and buck dancing. And then we can make mockery of him because he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. Remove not an ancient landmark which thy fathers have set. Didn't all of your people take the earth by removing landmarks and declaring the land theirs? It's called colonialism. Don't the Bible tell you not to do that? Ain't that what it say? Well, does it say that or not? And is that not what your people, who you boasting of being, isn't that what you did? Didn't the Most High allot lands to the different nations and said, this is Moab's and this is Ammon's? They will have this. The children of Israel will not go there. Didn't the Lord even set boundaries? And you broke every treaty, and then you called it manifest destiny. Ain't the same Bible you using to justify the genocide of 3 generations of my young people, isn't the same Bible calling you evil and a sinner and anti-God? And watch you hypocrite fool. You hypocrite fool. I can do this 1,000 times. Y'all know. I got 50 verses. I can do this all day. But what I'm saying is, that guy's a hypocrite. A hypocrite is a fool. He shouldn't be taken seriously. How do you follow a hypocrite? How? How can my people even agree with a hypocrite like that? How can you fill his church? How can you give him a platform for a goofy like that? How can you take him seriously? Let's do another one. Let's do another one.
Hey, cut it out. You need to grow up. Stop throwing a fit. You're throwing a tantrum. Stop being a little boy. You're whining and crying about something that's ultimately your fault.
Yeah.
Stop blaming it on other people. It's your fault. Because here's the deal. It's like, well, slavery. The richest black people on God's green earth are African Americans. If slavery never happened, then you would be in a grass hut. Yeah. Right? Well, we need reparations. Your reparations are that you get to live in America. You're welcome.
Thou hypocrite. That was Pastor Joel Webbon. But you know, white people don't got the spice. They don't understand that Yahweh all is 2 words. So they call them Joel. They don't even know their own names. I'm Joel. It's 2 words. How are you, Joel? It's 2 words. It's Joel. Yahweh all. Yahweh. Joel. Joel. It's not Joel. Jole is the way they pronounce it. Anyway, sidebar. I'm just mad the devil got my name. But listen. Oh, he's not a devil? You hypocrite. Me calling him a devil is wrong. He's not a devil. That wicked commentary he gave in the name of God, he's not a devil, a viper. You hypocrite. I'm calling all of y'all. Look in the mirror, white America. Look at the things you ask us to be okay with. You hypocrite. The richest black people are in Nigeria, period. Do you have billionaires that are African American? Yes. Are our billionaires for our turn and sold out for the advancement of our people? No. No. It might as well be a white dude with my color. Most times. Michael Jordan is a billionaire. He hates black people. God damn. Married a white woman. He hate black people. You know, he tolerate us. And he's my favorite basketball player. But it hurts me to my soul, like how he's not black people made him into a god. And he don't love us the way we love him. Killing each other over his shoes. He never did a speech, you know, telling people, you know, how valuable their lives are in comparison to his sneakers. I'll never understand. But the Lord said it would be that way. Number 2. If it wasn't for slavery, we would be living in grass huts. I want y'all to think about something. White people took this whole world, but when they go on vacation, they go to the places where we lived in grass huts. When they want to get away from their struggle and pain and they want to find paradise, they go to the places where we lived in grass huts. When you want to get away from this concrete and buildings that you built for yourself with taxes and pollution, and you want to go to paradise, you go to places where the people live in grass huts. You hypocrite, fool. The people you stole were happy. They loved their way of life. I had a teacher, a history teacher at my Catholic school. His name was Mr. Murphy. And one of his test answers on every test he ever gave us was, what is the white man's burden? Mr. Murphy is an Irishman. Call him racist. Don't call me racist. Every test he gave me from freshman year to senior year, and I had him for history for 4 years. It just went up in difficulty. Every exam he gave us, no matter what the exam questions involved, he would write person, places, things on the board. And it was our job to know what they were. And that's how we learned history. He would talk about people, places, or things. When we got our exam, we had to tell who that person was. We had to explain what that place was, or we had to talk about what that thing was. And that's the way he taught us history. And it was a good method. It worked for me. A lot of the stuff that I teach now is from the history I learned there. But most of it is white European or white American history. Just be 100% with you. He didn't talk about slavery. He talked about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and they were persons that I had to memorize. Marcus Garvey, but he did not teach about slavery, Jim Crow. Jim Crow was one of the questions. You had to know what that was, but he didn't talk about it. The hangings, the killings. He just kept it real. So America was a hard place for black people during these years. You could get hosed down, German shepherds sicked on you for protesting. I was there. That's how he talked, right? And he just talked about baseball. He tried to be cool, but he kept it a bean. Mr. Murphy. He might. I don't want to wish death on nobody, but he might have passed away. Mr. Murphy. Now look, one of his test questions that was, no matter what part of social studies history we was in, what is the white man's burden? Why? I always ask myself, why did the Lord put it on him to, excuse me one second, let me get my charging cable. Just give him a charging cable. Why did the Lord put it in his spirit to always ask that question? You know, I'm older now, but I'm still not older than he was when he was my teacher. I'm just getting my charging cable. Right? We cool? All right. I'm older now, but I'm still not as old as he was when he was my teacher. He was in his 60s when I was in high school. So it is a high chance Mr. Murphy out of here. But now look, he said, every exam I give you will have the white man's burden on it. You will know this. This is a white Irishman. Do you know the answer to what the white man's burden is? As someone in the chat asked me, is black and white real? A 60-year-old white man in the 90s wanted me to know something. And the answer to this specific person, place, thing, white man's burden, was the need to civilize indigenous cultures and make them assimilate to their culture. That's the answer to that question. What is the white man's burden? The need to civilize indigenous cultures and make them assimilate to their culture. Speaking of white people, that was a test question, and I must have taken 80 exams from freshman year to senior year from this dude. That was on every test. Colonialism. That was, he had a guilt in him. I know it from what he's seen, because he was 60 in the 90s. So that means go 60 years back. He was seeing Jim Crow, and he had a guilt in him. And his way of keeping it real with us, because that he would joke like that, Murph dog, I just got to keep it real with you. I keep it real. Get out of my classroom. Right? Never trust him, but he would always try to relate. Murph dog, I got to keep it real with you. That was his way of keeping it real with us about the white man's agenda in this world. It's called the white man's burden. I got to take you out of your paradise and make you like me, but you'll never be as good as me at being me, so I am superior. That's the white man's burden. Ain't that sick? Ain't that demented? And today we got pastors teaching that this was a gift to us. Native American Indian living off the land in a paradise in America, a woodland paradise. Food everywhere he looks, streams of pure, crystal clear, fresh water everywhere. A winter you can bear, a summer you can bear. And plains as far as the eye can see, safe from wolves and bears and pumas, where a human being can live his life out and enjoy his life. That was the Native Americans' world. And the white man showed up here, and now we got New York City and Atlanta and Chicago and California, which is pollution off the map. When they was living in a woodland paradise, one buffalo lasting you 3 months, feeding everybody with you, marrying your daughters, marrying your sons, singing your songs, little peace pipe. Esau showed up. You got 10,000 bumps all over your body. It's called smallpox. You coughing to death. You cannot stop coughing. You suffocate because you can't stop coughing. It's called whooping cough. Your baby is dead. That fever killed you. Measles. You watched your daughter get violated and she died shortly after. Syphilis, from what the settler did to her. herpes, gonorrhea. Welcome to America. And he's saying he did us a favor with slavery. Otherwise, we be living in grass huts. You hypocrite fool. You hate the world you built for yourself. And when you want a little paradise, you go to the place where people live in grass huts. Hypocrites all around us. All around us. But you know the Bible, right, Pastor? I'm going to see something. I'm going to see something. This is Sirach 1:29. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what you say. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what you say. Godly people don't operate like Pastor Joel. He's a joke, a peon. And in due time, the Most High gonna erase him like a stain in your child's underwear. But for right now, he's speaking the minds of millions and millions of so-called white men in this world, Edomites in this world. So you got hypocrites all around you. Don't be one of them. Don't be a hypocrite in the sight of men. And watch what you say. Be royal. Be wise when you deal with your wife, your kids. Don't be a hypocrite. Your wife watching you. You talking all this Bible, but when you dealing with her, you never use the Bible. You's a hypocrite. Your kids watching you. You talk all this Bible, and when it come time for problem solving, you don't open the book and show them that the answers is in the book, but you want them to stay awake and be into the feast day, and be into the lesson, and be into camp, and be and wanna put a garment on, and wanna put fringes on, and want to learn the prayers. Every time something happened in their life, you trying to solve it another way, but not with this. But you telling them this is what they got to follow. Don't be a hypocrite. Better figure it out. You want to give everybody counsel. You can counsel everybody's situation. And as soon as something happened in your life, you want it under wraps, closed doors. Don't nobody need to know my business. I got it. No, you got to go to counsel too. Don't be a hypocrite. I go to counsel. I want counsel. Don't be a hypocrite. And watch what you say. I'm getting close. I ain't going to keep y'all much longer. Now, the ultimate colonialist germ that affected the world took every land, even Australia, got flags in Antarctica. Everything got to be theirs. Somehow they in South Africa killed everybody down there, did apartheid. And then when the South Africans got mad and tried to eject them, the South Africans are the bad guys. You hypocrite, fool. Some hypocrites, man. But we don't have nobody to speak up. And they all got the same hive think like Terminator. They actually think that they right. Now they going on campaigns to deport people. And they calling everybody else immigrants like they didn't show up in a boat with a flag and a picture of white Jesus and kill everybody and say, I live here now. You hypocrite. Fools. Now you got situations like this.
Okay. Guy in the white shirt. That's the colonel. Colonel, don't mean shit to me. Okay, well. I'm federal. Okay. I'm trying to get home. I got my boys with me. Who do you work for? DHS. Do you have your ID with you? No, I don't. Okay. But if I called them, they'd verify that you're a 100%, bro.
I have to stop this video. You don't understand. This is an ICE agent who's being pulled over for being drunk. And now it's time for him to answer questions, show credentials, just comply, follow the law. The way he would have everybody he runs up on with no training, demanding them to submit. Now it's his turn. Watch this hypocrite fool.
Okay. Guy in the white shirt. That's the colonel. Colonel, don't mean shit to me. Okay, well. I'm federal. Okay. I'm trying to get home. I got my boys with me. Who do you work for? DHS. Do you have your ID with you? No, I don't. Okay. But if I called them, they'd verify that you're a 100%, bro. Okay. You don't have any type of credentials or anything that say you're DHS? Not on me, no. Okay. All right. I only bring my weapon with me if I'm. Okay. But you don't have any weapons on you right now? No, I don't. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to talk to you away from the kids. So I'm going to ask you to step out of the car, and we're going to walk back to the back of your car. Okay? Are you fucking serious right now? Yes, sir. I am. You know what? Call my supervisor. Okay. Do you want to do the exercises or no? I'll do it. But you know what? What's homeboy doing down there? You know, guys, come on.
Make sure we all sit because we're going to start off the water. You don't want to get hit. You don't want you to get hit. That's why I'm trying to do the exercise. That way we can move on.
Are you Haitian?
That's nothing to do with my wrist, buddy.
My question was, are you Haitian? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he's from. Okay. Look, man, I really need you to do the exercise. If you don't do it, then I'm going to say that you're refusing to do the exercise. I get it. You need a minute. I gave you a few minutes, okay? But
let me talk to your supervisor.
Not right now, sir.
Yeah.
If you're a cop, whatever.
Yeah, I'm a fucking law enforcement,
okay, dude. Then stop talking and sit in the back of the car and stop. Stop this.
Let's go.
Stop this.
What about my kids?
We're gonna take care of it.
No,
but
I'm not going in there. Let me talk to your supervisor.
Again, you can talk to him in a second.
Nope. Not going in there without my supervisor.
Okay, let's go to the other side. Come here. Come on, man. Don't pull against me. Let's go there.
I'm not moving, bro. Don't fucking do this.
Let's go.
Lane.
Come on.
Hey, come on, buddy. We're not doing this. Come on. Let's go.
So you guys are fucking shut.
Come on. Put your feet in.
Stand up.
Stand up. Come on.
Stand up. Put your feet in.
No.
Man, don't be a kid. Come on.
Stop.
Where are my kids?
Stand up. Put your feet in.
What?
Put your feet in. Put your feet in. You don't want to make this worse already. Come on. Come on, man. Let's go.
You gotta sit in the car, man.
You're going to jail for DUI, which is a misdemeanor. If you don't cooperate, you go to jail for resistance. You don't want to make it worse. Come on. Put your feet in, buddy. All right. Your kids will be fine. This will pass.
Listen to me.
No, sir. Not on the side of the road. Come on. Let's go, man.
We gotta sit down, Scott.
God damn you guys.
ICE will pull you over in traffic and break your window and put a gun in your mouth while you're saying, I got kids in the car. Please. They don't care. What did he want? What did he request? And they was gentle with this devil. You hypocrite fool. He asked the cop, are you Haitian? That, come on, Israel. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You hypocrite. You roach. You hypocrite fool. What about my kids? I'm not going in that car. You yanked my Hispanic brothers out the car, put a gun in their mouth. You beat their vehicle, not just their window. I seen one where they knocked his mirror off. Just violence. And this was a dude in a tank top. He didn't even have sleeves. I don't even know if you would. Come on. Come on. It don't make no sense. But they doing that, and the whole time people be screaming, yo, my kids, please, my kids. What courtesy did he want? When we're in a car and we get pulled over by 5 white cops and we go, give me your supervisor, they break the window and punch you in the face, pull you out, and then a black cop says, you should have just got out the car. What did he want? The white man. What did he want? A supervisor. You hypocrite fool. That was delicious. That was like eating a steak, watching that one. You hypocrite. Oh, man. When sitting on 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Oh, man. What you think them judges going to say? When we get that rod of iron and we got to judge the nations, how you think we're going to judge that? We're going to call that hypocrisy. We're going to, you hypocrite. The courtesy that you never, the cop told him, relax. We don't want you to stand in the street and get hit by a car. All he could say back was, are you Haitian? And what? See, that's what I would have said. I would have lost my temper. That amount of pride, I would have lost my temper. I still got to work on myself. And I got a badge and a gun and I got authority. I would have probably kirked out. And what? Coco my mouth. Oh, is that a bad word? Excuse me. I learned, my Haitian brothers taught me that. Blame them. I don't know if that's really bad. I know you're not supposed to say that. But I would have went crazy in Haitian if he would have said that to me. What are you asking me if I'm Haitian? What are you who you talking to? Who you talking to? Who you talking? You know, I would have went out. Hey, bro, fight it in court, just like we have to do. You hypocrite fool. They all around us. Hypocrites. Israel. I could teach this all night. The time got away from me. I hope y'all enjoying the lesson or whatever, man. I hope you love bringing in the Sabbath with us. I hope you like it. You know, we're going to keep doing this. You know, may the Most High bless our ministry. You know, thank you for the people sending support. We need that. That helps for real. Because we take y'all donations, we turn it around and help the brothers in the camp, hard times, people that's close, hard times. But everybody going through hard times, so we need that. But I'm going to tell you this. I can teach this all night. But the lesson is mainly for you. So I'm going to focus on you in these last few minutes, Israel. These devils are hypocrite fools. Look at this. He, meaning Yahweh, shall be my salvation. For an hypocrite shall not come before him. None of these devils we looked at tonight are going to be able to stand before the just God that we serve. Those young Republicans, watch the camp video. Those young Republicans, racist in their chats, hate our people. White man come to the J.D. Vance, vice president, comes to their aid, while our young princess, because Charlie Kirk is disrespectful on campus and she don't like him, she get arrested for speaking against them. But these Republicans are in high seats. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and high places. I know you Christians want to make that magical demons. Those are people. And their power transcends just flesh and blood. It permeates the world. None of these people are going to be able to stand before the just God that we serve. It's over for them. There is no heaven. It's no everlasting life. It's nothing because of the truth of what you are, which is a hypocrite. And a hypocrite cannot stand before the just, righteous God that really exists, that we serve. They finished. Their own words condemn them. Their own actions condemn them. Israel, don't be among the hypocrites. All you got to do is be right. Be what you say you are. And the Most High going to wipe all these devils out. And there's no Christian pastor that can say that I'm preaching a message of hate, because the scripture is right there. And was that guy a hypocrite? Wasn't he a racist bigot? Wasn't he rebellious? Aren't we supposed to stone him, Pastor Suave? Else you'd be a hypocrite. And if you're a hypocrite, the Most High not dealing with you. Doesn't it say that? Case closed. I got a bunch more scriptures, but we got to pray. You're done. You did it to yourself with your self-righteousness and your fat mouth. Because didn't Sirach say, be not a hypocrite in the sight of men? Take heed of what you say. So your own words, Pastor Joel, Pastor Suave, America, young Republicans, your own words condemn you and make you hypocrites. And the just God that we serve hates hypocrites. And there is no salvation for that kind of spirit in the next life. You're done. And you did it to yourself. Look, call this number at the bottom of the screen. We're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in earnestness. We're not going to be hypocrites, Israel, right? I'm asking the chat. We're not going to be hypocrites, right? Khan? Hold on, I ain't going before. That's right, Mike. It's like too many chats coming. I couldn't catch it. Dang. Every idle word, you hypocrite fool. Okay, the Khan's coming in. We're going to send up the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew, and then we're going to have our brother interpret in the English, and we're going to bring the Sabbath in right. Okay? Listen, Israel. The God you serve don't require you to fight. The Bible says that he will fight for you. The enemies around us are condemning themselves with their base behavior. The way that they behaving right now is earning their condemnation. They got the world in the palm of their hand. They could be the most benevolent people the world has ever seen. They could fix world hunger. They could stop the pollution. And they could right the wrongs of the wicked men who made their systems, but they don't want to. Instead, they all chose to become hypocrites. I got something for you to close it out. They all became hypocrites. And this is what the scriptures say. His judgment is going to come against a hypocritical nation, and against the people of his wrath will he give a charge. And he's going to take the spoil, and he's going to take the prey, and they're going to be tread down like the mire of the streets. He ain't talking about the Hebrew Israelites, because we're not hypocrites. But you white nationalists, you black pastors that's cooling. Everyone's supporting this wicked system of things. You're hypocrites, and you're not going to be able to stand before the Lord. And it's as simple as that.
Thank you for watching. If you wish to donate, you can use Zelle or PayPal. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.